Let me ask you, though, about your government, because there is a serious conversation being had by American diplomats about the Palestinian Authority taking on a role of governing in Gaza as well. So talk to me about that, because we just heard, that you have a financial problem right now, in part because the Israeli government is withholding some of the tax revenues and claiming they're doing it because the Palestinian Authority hasn't condemned Hamas adequately and those October 7th attacks. So do you want to clear the air and clearly condemn the attack in Hamas today?
No, I want to clear the record. First of all, the Palestinian Authority is not what represents the Palestinian people. It's the PLO. It's the Palestine Liberation Organization. I represented the PLO in Washington. Now I represent the PLO in London. The PA does not have external arms. The sole legitimate representative of the Palestinian people is the PLO. Number two, let me clarify another matter. It's the state of Palestine that will take over and protect its people in the West Bank, in Jerusalem, and in Gaza once the Palestinian occupied territory is liberated. Number three, it is the opportunity for the U.S. to be the peacemaker.
I'm sure you're concerned about that tax revenue.
Let me
Do you want to clear the air and condemn it?
De-designate the PLO from the terrorist list in the U.S. Congress. Your Secretary of State just shook the hand of the head of the president of the PLO. After 30 years of signing the Oslo Accords, after 30 years of committing to international law and negotiations, the U.S. should do that. The U.S. should recognize the state of Palestine and allow us to be a full member in the UN. And the U.S. must immediately stop vetoing our attempts at accountability in the ICC.
Decades worth of problems. These are decades worth of problems. I'm just asking about this one specific issue on October 7th and the tax revenue.
Not decades. No, it's the result of us not really focusing on the root cause. This is the moment of the U.S. to play the role.
I understand there are deep root causes, but on that specific condemnation, it would just be a very quick answer.
Allow me, Margaret, because I watched your interview with the Israeli ambassador, and he said two things very important. He said, those are unintended consequences, the 10,000 innocent people, the almost 5,000 children. I want to also clear the record here. This is deliberate, and this has been the Israeli military doctrine since its establishment, hitting the civilians, so they put pressure on the fighters. From the time of the Nakba, 1948, and pushing out, ethnically cleansing two-thirds of the nation, to Beirut and Sabra and Shatila, to Gaza and everywhere. This is a military doctrine. Number two, Israel commits to international law. If they commit to international law, this is not a war. A war does not happen between an occupied and an occupier. This is an oppression, repression of our people. Wars only happen between two sovereign states. So this is a moment when you empower the state of Palestine that will be able to protect its people, Margaret.
We have to leave the conversation there, but it's very clear that it's really the United States talking